see, Mr. Weston is not here. He is gone, but we have Ima. Ima's filling in. She felt like she was ready for this. She was ready for this little bit of a promotion to be a guest host this week. So she put on Weston's jacket. She's looking pretty good, and she's got her stuff. So anyway, so it's me and Ima today, and we're glad to have you back, and we've got a great show planned for you. Hey Ima, why don't we talk about last week's winners? Yeah. Laylee and Parker. We have delivered their prizes, and they loved them, and we're pretty excited. And Mr. Mark probably shot up a couple of pictures of Laylee and Parker on the screen. Also, I want to mention that we misspelled a couple names last week. We do know how to spell your names. Mr. Mark does not. So that's okay. We forgive him for that. Jace, Jase. Thank you for submitting your stuff and doing your homework because you were the winner last week. And Peyton, Boyd, Payton, you won as well. And I will be seeing you if I haven't already. All right. So that was fun. Yeah. Got anything to say? Not yet? She's a little shy. Okay. Hey kids, what you doing? Did you submit any photos this week? You did. In fact, we have Braxton. Braxton submitted his photo. He is actually a big surprise. He's actually vegan. He's am I right? So he's there. He's got a good tan. He looks like he's going down the water slide. It's good form. Good form, Braxton. And next we have Jace, Jase, with his calf, Junior. He's at the fair, and probably showing his calf off to everybody to look at. So good job, Jace. All right, and next.
Hey Sally, what's up?
Well, hey, Mr. Mark.
What you guys doing?
Well, we're actually doing what you doing. Do you want to help? You want to do the next picture?
Where's Weston?
Oh, well, Weston, he's busy with football camp and studies, so he had to take this week off, but he'll be back next week.
I've always wanted to be a part of this. Oh, but I do have one more thing I wanted to share. Mac had a picture he wanted to show this week. So Mac lost his very first tooth, and he really wanted everybody to see it. So that's what Mac was doing, and I got to pull it out, and it was pretty awesome. And he's doing good. So he's real proud of that first tooth.
Did you take a piece of string and do that and then stick it on the door and then slam the door?
No, but that would have been really cool.
Maybe the next one, Mac.
Maybe next time.
Try
I just did the old-fashioned
Just
vice
pop it
grip
out.
and just pop it
Did
out.
it make a popping noise?
Yeah, it's pretty loud. I might have scarred him for life, but he'll be okay.
Okay, well, Mr. Mark, while you're here, I think that Ima's a little shy and maybe wanting to go back to her regular spot. Maybe you could fill in for Weston for the rest of the show?
Well, I would love to.
Perfect. All right, well, why don't we go out and about with Lainey, and while we're doing that, we can sit up here. Hey, Lainey, what you doing?
Hey y'all, it's Lainey, and today I have Braxton again, and Braxton's gonna help me. We're each gonna throw 4 marshmallows in each other's arms. And then at the end, we're gonna see how many marshmallows each one of us can fit in our mouth. Braxton, you ready?
Yeah.
You wanna throw first?
Sure. Oh my gosh.
You ready?
Oh my gosh. Ready, go.
Ah! Alright, go. Alright, you throw yours. Oh! Alright.
Yes! Ready?
Alright, scoot closer to me. Scoot closer. There you go. I threw it over her head.
Ready? Now.
Got one more. This is it.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Here we go.
How many marshmallows can we fit in our mouth? You ready? Here, face out. Ready? Well.
You get more in there than that. Where's your bag?
And there you have it. That is all
Well, that looked like fun.
That did look like fun.
Looked like Blaney and those other persons/people had a lot of fun.
Doing that thing that
Yeah.
we saw them do?
That thing we just saw.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Wish I could have been there.
Okay, so today for our lesson, it looks like we're in the book of Genesis. Today, 1 through wherever. Somebody must have forgotten what the scripture was. Yeah. Oh well, doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a couple questions about the book of Genesis.
Oh goodness. All right,
So
ready.
last week we talked about Revelations. It was the last book of the Bible. But where is Genesis at?
Where's Genesis? Right in the very middle of the Bible. No, I'm sorry. Beginning, right at the beginning of the Bible.
This guy's one of our pastors. Okay, who wrote it?
God.
And, well, I guess that's the end of my question. Oh, no, it's not. I have one more. What was the very first words that God spoke in the Bible?
In the
that
Bible.
we know of.
Hey, what's up? No? Let there be light.
Yes.
How about that? Got it. Nailed it.
I was really hoping that the lamp that you kids can't see would have, I forgot. But I was hoping for it. It didn't, but that's okay. All right, so, well, let's see what we're learning about today. I think that we're learning about how God created stuff.
Spoke it into existence, if I remember right.
Probably like all the stuff.
So does that mean we're going to check in with Amy?
Yes.
How does this work? Do we do this?
Not yet.
Oh.
Not yet.
Okay.
We're going to go learn a little something about something with Amy. Amy?
Good morning, boys and girls. Have you ever wondered where everything came from? The trees, the grass, the birds, the sun, the moon, the water, humans. Where did we all come from? Well, if you have ever wondered that question, the good news is you don't have to guess, because God gives us the answer right here in the Bible. In Genesis chapter 1 or in chapter 2, he explains how he created everything. So we're going to dive right in. I'm going to use my phone today because I like the NLT version and my Bible's not the NLT version. So I'm going to read chapter 1 and a little bit of chapter 2 to you so we can learn how God created everything. So if you have your Bibles, let's turn to Genesis. It's the very first book in the Bible, and we'll read together. It says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and empty, and darkness covered the deep waters, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the waters. Then God said, 'Let there be light.' And there was light, and God saw that the light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness, and God called the light day and the darkness night. And the evening passed and morning came, making the first day. Then God said, 'Let there be a space between the waters to separate the waters from the heavens from the waters of the earth.' And that is what happened. God made this space to separate the waters of the earth from the waters of the heaven, and God called the space sky." So God created the sky. And evening passed and morning came, and making the second day. So on the second day, God created the sky. And then God said, "Let the water beneath the sky flow together into one place, so dry ground may appear." And that is what happened. God called the dry ground land, and the waters he called sea. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the land sprout up with vegetation, every sort of seed-bearing plant and tree that grows seed-bearing fruit. These seeds will then produce the kinds of plant and trees from which they came." And this is what happened. The land produced vegetation, all sorts of seed-bearing plants, and the trees with seed-bearing fruit. Their seeds produced plants and trees of the same kind. And God saw that it was good. And evening passed and morning came, marking the third day. So on the third day, God created all of the plants and the trees and anything that could produce fruit. And then God said, "Let light appear in the sky to separate the day from the night. Let them be signs to mark the seasons, days, and years. Let these lights in the sky shine down on the earth." And that is what happened. God made two great lights, the larger one to govern the day and the smaller one to govern the night. He also made stars. God set these lights in the sky to light the earth, to govern the day and night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. So evening passed and morning came, marking the fourth day. Boys and girls, on the fourth day, God created the sun, the moon, the stars, and he put them all into place where they still are today. And then God said, Let the waters swarm with fish and other life. Let the skies be filled with birds of every kind. So God created great sea creatures and every living thing that scurries and swarms in the water, and every sort of bird, each producing offspring of the same kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply. Let the fish fill the sea, and let the birds multiply on the earth." And evening passed and morning came, marking the 5th day. Then God said, "Let the earth produce every sort of animal, each producing offspring of the same kind, livestock, small animals that scurry along the ground, and wild animals." And this is what happened. God made all sorts of wild animals, livestock, and small animals, each able to produce offspring of the same kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make human beings in our image to be like us. They will reign over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky and the livestock, all the wild animals on the earth, and the small animals that scurry along the ground." So God created human beings in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. Then God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and govern it. Reign over the sea, the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, and all the animals that scurry along the ground." Then God said, "Look, I have given you every seed-bearing plant throughout the earth and all the fruit trees for your food. And I have given every green plant as food for all the wild animals, the birds in the sky, and the small animals that scurry along the ground. Everything that has life." And that is what happened. Then God looked over all that he had made and saw that it was very good. And evening passed and morning came, and that marked the 6th day. So the creation of the heavens and the earth and everything that was completed on the 7th day, and everything in them was completed. On the 7th day, God had finished his work of creation, so he rested from all of his work. And God blessed the 7th day, and he declared it holy, because it was the day when he rested from all of his work of creation. Boys and girls, this is the account of how everything on earth was created, how heaven was created, how the sky, the sun, the moon, the animals, us, human beings, the first human beings being Adam and Eve. But we came from them, boys and girls. God created it all. So if you have any doubt in your mind how we got here, look to your Bible, trust in the Lord, because we know that what's in the Bible is true and what God tells us is true, and that we can hold tight to that. We are the creation of God, and God is the ultimate creator, and he can create far more than we can even imagine. So boys and girls, that's where we come from, and that's creation, and I hope that you learned a little bit of something today. So that's all I've got for today on Something About Something. It's back to you guys.
That's something.
About something.
I learned something.
I did too. That's good.
All right. Okay, so kids, I hope you learned something too. Yeah. I had the honor of meeting somebody that I had not met before at church on Sunday. And
Who is that?
I'm pretty sure this guy has been to church lots of times, but with the 2 different services, sometimes you don't get to me, and then I'm in the children's department half the time. So anyway, he came up to me and he knew who I was because he watches our show, and his name is Mike. And
Mr. Mike Painter? Yeah.
I didn't get his last name, but
I know him.
Probably. Oh, you
know
do?
him.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just to make sure it's the same guy. This one has a grandson who lives in Haiti.
Yeah.
His name's David.
David.
Yeah.
Shout out to David in Haiti.
David in Haiti watches the Yet-To-Be-Named Show. And I'm telling you what, it's giving me goosebumps thinking about it now that we get to talk to somebody all the way over in Haiti who watches the show and learns about Jesus every week with you kids.
That is awesome.
So hey David, if you think about it, have your grandpa give us a picture of what you're doing so we can put you on what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yet-To-Be-Named Show going worldwide.
Yes.
It's going global.
I'm excited to put a face to a name, David.
Thanks for watching, David.
Yeah. All right, kids. So I have some good but kind of sad news to tell you. Lainey, even though I've tried to get her not to, she is actually going back to college soon. Like pretty soon.
What would she want to do that
I
for?
don't know. I think she's got a pretty good gig here with us.
Yeah.
But anyway, so she is only going to be here for one more episode on Out and About with Lainey. So I think next year we can kind of give her a good sit-off. I think it's something to
I like
do.
that.
So kids, I really think that all of you should probably submit a picture, maybe holding up a sign saying how much you're going to miss Lainey. That would be pretty cool if we had.
Because she's not like leaving, but we're gonna miss her.
We're gonna miss her on the
We're
show.
gonna miss her.
Yeah.
Because she's the best,
Yeah.
for sure.
I don't know if she's gonna miss me, but I'm gonna miss her. So that's what's coming up next week. I think that brings us to the end of our show, Mr. Mark.
Whoa, that went so fast.
Do you have anything you want to add?
I don't. It just looks so much different on this side of the camera. But thanks for letting me hang out for a little while.
It was fun. It was
fun.
We should draw our winners.
We should draw
We
some.
should draw winners.
We should draw some winners.
This way. Oh, I put it in a weird spot. All right, so here's how this works. I'm gonna shuffle really good. We didn't add any names last week because.
Hey, and while I'm here, Jason Payton, I'm real sorry I can't spell. I'll be more careful this week.
All right, you draw one name, and then I'll draw one name, and then we'll say them together at the same time.
You want me to read mine yet?
We're gonna read them at the same time and see if you can tell what we said. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Carson!
Sophia! The first.
Carson and Sophia.
You guys are winners this week, so that means you get to be visited by the prize fairy. That's pretty exciting stuff.
She's probably very beautiful. Majestic.
Maybe she'll have a wand and a tiara when she comes.
Probably not. Maybe.
Maybe she'll drive a silver minivan.
Maybe. All right, kids. Well, we're glad to see you another week, and we will see you back next week on the
Yet-To-Be-Named Show.
YTBN show.
Bye guys,
Bye.
see you soon.